This is One Sentence News, a daily podcast featuring 3 news stories with a sentence-long summary and 1 sentence of context apiece. I'm Colin Wright. It's Monday, February 21st, 2022. Let's talk about the news. From the Associated Press, Western Europe cleans up after storm, leaves at least 12 dead. An incredibly powerful storm, designated Storm Eunice, has killed at least 12 people, left hundreds of thousands without power across the UK and Western Europe over the weekend, and has potentially broken at least one wind gust record. The wind gust record that may have been broken was recorded on the Isle of Wight last Friday, hitting 122 miles per hour, which is about 196 kilometers per hour. The low end of hurricane winds, for comparison, begins at 74 miles per hour, and in addition to all the trees that were torn apart and rooftops ripped off buildings, transportation was negatively impacted, in some cases completely shut down, across Britain and parts of mainland Europe throughout the weekend. From Bloomberg, Nigeria says it will import vast amounts of emergency gasoline. The Nigerian government has announced it will receive large shipments of gasoline over the next few weeks, helping to fill the transportation energy gap left by a recent shipment of gasoline that contained too much methanol, which made it unsuitable for usage in the country. Some international analysts have questioned the numbers provided by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, which suggests the country will receive about 2.3 billion liters, which is about 1.7 million tons of gasoline by the end of February, a volume that would outweigh all the fuel held by independent storage companies in the Amsterdam-Rotterdam-Antwerp trading hub in Europe by a fair margin, which isn't impossible, but also not considered especially likely on such short notice. That said, Nigerians have been feeling the pinch of a 15.6% inflation rate, and this new fuel shortage has led to far higher transportation prices, so it may be they've pulled out all the stops to get a huge quantity of fuel quickly, and it may be they're claiming they did to prevent unrest. And from Reuters, U.S. announces Abrams tanks for Poland as tensions with Russia escalate. The U.S. Defense Secretary announced a new arms deal with Poland last week, which will see the U.S. selling them 250 Abrams tanks as part of a larger effort to shore up Eastern European defenses. That larger effort has been kicked into high gear as Russia has continued to transport soldiers and military equipment into position around neighboring Ukraine, which the Russian government continues to claim is innocent, but which U.S. and European leaders are saying is an overt preparation for invasion. Either way, it seems likely the U.S., which is the world's largest arms dealer, will have a pretty good economic quarter, as invasion or no invasion. This seeming preparation for an incursion into Ukraine has increased demand for all sorts of anti-invasion military equipment in the region. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.